Hi everyone, welcome everybody. My name is Andre and I am your host for this viewing. I'm here with several people today who are all responsible for inviting you guys to attend, and I just want to say that I'm really happy to be here doing this presentation because what we're going to be looking at is something that we're all really passionate about, and I think that by the end of this viewing you'll be passionate about it too. I want to thank you all for visiting, and I want to thank the people sitting here with me because if it wasn't for them this presentation would have absolutely no one attending. I want to say really early on, right at the start, that if you are watching this viewing online, you will be seeing my computer screen. The people viewing live will be seeing something slightly different, but essentially everyone will be experiencing this viewing in a very similar way. Also, if you are watching this viewing online, you are watching a slightly delayed viewing. However, as you can see from the chat box on your screen, I am online right now and you can ask me anything you want using that chat box and I will respond immediately. Now, the lead up and the interest in this viewing has been absolutely massive. So we all knew this was going to be a really popular presentation. It was double subscribed, so we had to increase the capacity. And you know what? It's really good to see so many people interested in having a look at what we're doing here. It definitely is a serious opportunity for anyone wanting to generate more money from home. It doesn't matter how much business experience you have, or how old you are, or how young you are, or how much money you have. This is a model that anyone can use to make ongoing passive income. As I said, my name is Andre and I expect we'll be here for about 40 minutes or so, give or take, depending on the questions that come through. This is an express viewing, so we're not going to get sidetracked or go off on tangents. We are going to stay strictly to the point. And for those who are watching live, if you do have questions, please just ask. I will definitely answer your question before we conclude. So if you do have questions, I'd much prefer you guys simply ask away. I don't want anyone leaving here today wishing that asked something and hadn't, and I assure you that no question is a silly question. If you are watching this viewing online and have a question, there is a chat box on your screen. Please type in your question and we'll answer it straight away. You all have the contact details from the person that invited you here today, so don't hesitate to ask them anything also. There are people on here that know me and have worked with me extensively in the past, but for those of you that don't know me, I live in Queensland, Australia. I understand a lot of you are from the United States. There are also people here from the UK and Canada, of course, and lots of people from Australia. So welcome everybody from all corners of the globe. Now, this is an express viewing, so I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to do away with all the usual lengthy introductions that webinars and presentations are famous for having, and I'm going to cut right to the chase. So essentially, guys, what I'm going to show you today is a fully automated business. This opportunity has all the right ingredients, and I'm telling you right now, it has generated so much interest so quickly that it is absolutely exploding, and it hasn't even launched yet. This business model is so simple, it just makes sense. So what is it? It's a simple subscription. It's a subscription that customers pay monthly and we receive a commission on every single payment that customers make. And it's projected that over 90% of all customers will retain their subscription for life. This means that this business can pay you for life. And the products have been carefully designed to target the people that are happy to spend money. And that is parents buying products of amazing value for their children, which will benefit their children. Now, why do subscribers keep their subscription after the children are grown up? It's very simple, because they too begin making money from their subscription. It is in their financial interest to keep the subscription going. And guys, you'll see how this works in just a couple of minutes. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a video that explains the products, and it's a quick overview of the business, and it's going to show you how you get paid. So let's have a look at it. It does go for a few minutes now. For those of you who are watching this online, I hope the sound quality and the video quality is okay. Sometimes they don't stream perfectly online, but I hope today it plays well. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this up. And that's it. So here we go.
Welcome to your Vida Viral and this presentation of our webinar. Today we're going to talk about your Vida Viral and why we have asked you here today, and it's because of a new cutting-edge opportunity. Right now, you are in a very unique place, being one of the very first people to learn about a new opportunity to earn money while enhancing the lives of children and families around the globe. Your Vida Viral is the first and only magazine, ebook, and game company with the very real possibility for the average person to profit from an exploding industry. The booming ebook industry increased by an unheard of 188% in the first 6 months of 2012. In comparison, in 2011, it showed a staggering growth of 143% for the entire year. Now keep in mind, the market is rapidly expanding, considering that the reason that people download ebooks in the first place, reading in bed, is 42%, sharing with others is 69%, but reading with children is 81%. So what does this mean for you? You will be able to take advantage of this unknown fact during our pre-launch. Okay, let's take a look at a short video about the products. Each month from your Vida Viral, you'll receive this beautiful children's magazine, jam-packed with vibrant colors and characters, mind-expanding games and puzzles, and articles to support the message of the company: nutrition, activity, nature, and family. You will also receive an exciting children's ebook that comes alive through the power of stunning illustration and an optional audio track. Here's an example. "Fell from the nest," said Bixby as he began today's story. "This little bird got his name Bing because ever since birth, instead of chirping, Bing said Bing." The magazine and ebook alone are valued at $20, but there's more. Each month, as a member of the company, you will receive a thoughtful game that can be played on your desktop computer or mobile device. Each is an educational game designed to engage and enhance the emotional intelligence of all children. It's plain to see that with 3 new high-quality products delivered each month, that the value is built in, and the company has been designed for years of market sustainability. Your Vida Viral. Get involved. Now, as you can see, we have fantastic products, but let's talk about some more of the games that we have in the pipeline. As you can see, these are some conceptual drawings that we will have for your Vida Viral coming in the very near future. Up in the top corner, you can see Bird Nerd, then there's Butterfly Bonanza, Dino Drop, Grow Time Flowers, but really, right now, what I want to focus in on is Grow Time Veggies. The reason we decided on this one first is because it really kind of grasps hold of exactly what our philosophy is, and that is nutrition, activity, nature, and family. Let me show you. Grow Time Veggies, when the kids get started on the game, it'll roll. As these different slats come up with peppers, tomatoes, corn, peas, eggplant, they'll roll and roll. It could be different. It could be garlic. It could be onions. It could be anything, green beans. But when they hit the grow button, what will happen is the vegetables will grow out of the ground right before their eyes. And then if they click one of them, like eggplant or peas, it'll take them to an info screen. So if I tap tomatoes, it will take me to the tomato screen, and they'll get an info panel with information about the tomatoes. So it's informative, it promotes family activity of getting out and creating a garden, growing, and it also teaches about the nutritional facts of the vegetables. Okay, why is it that we do what we do? Well, we are living in challenging times. Diseases, obesity, childhood diabetes, they're rapidly destroying the health of our next generation. The children of today are targets for fast food chains and soda companies, while physical fitness programs are being cut from our school's curriculum. This system promotes unhealthy habits among the youth. Things like bullying, lack of care, and shallow focus are becoming so widespread and so devastating to the future of our children that the tides must change. Your Vida Viral's concept is to address these issues and more. Today, you can join the movement to eradicate the problems forever. Our fundamentals are nutrition, activity, nature, and family. Let's take a look at the Vida Viral system, the digital world that now pays you. First thing you have to remember is that there aren't any barriers to get involved. Because $9.95 is not a barrier, folks. It's $9.95. So no barriers to enter, and there are no recruiting requirements. Yes, that's what I said. No recruiting requirements. If you don't want to recruit a single person, you don't have to. And there are no catches to getting paid. All right, Here's the compensation plan in a nutshell. And folks, remember, referring is an option. It's not mandatory. This is you at the top. Now, as you're building your business, people will drop into your system from left to right. That's how a forced matrix works. All the time, left to right. But let's go ahead and let's say this is you at the top once again, but you've got yourself a big business builder in the center named Trevor. He's your dead center guy right there. Now, Trevor, as he starts to put people into your system and his system, they're going to fill in from left to right. What we have to remember is that the company and all the people above you, anybody above you, once they start putting people into the system, they're going to fall in left to right, every time. There's no way around it. That's how it works. Now, let's look at the different levels of payment. As you can see, Trevor and you have filled this system up to the 4th level. But when you've got it to the 7th level and it's full, you filled up a 3x7 matrix to the 7th level. Every month, you will receive $2,511.75. Now, that's if you just get up in the morning, tie your shoes, and go for a run. That's not talking to anybody. That's not working the system whatsoever. That is the minimum that you'll be paid monthly once your matrix is filled. But let's talk about where the real money is within this organization. It's incentives for referrals. Take a look here. If you directly refer 3 people into your organization, you will make 10% of their commissions for life. But what if you refer 6 people into your organization? Only 6 people. That's 20% of their commission for life. But guys, this is where the big money is. This is where the big checks come from. If you refer 10 people or more into your organization, you will receive 30% commission on every one of them for life. 30% commission on every person in your organization for life that you refer. The only requirement to be involved in your Vida Viral is to be an active associate, which means you have to pay your $9.95 per month. $9.95 a month. That's all, folks. But it doesn't end there, because we are in pre-launch. What does that mean? That means that we want business builders, okay? This webinar is designed for you. And here's what makes it very easy for you. As you get started, everyone in pre-launch, the people in the first month, yes, they're going to get 1 book, they're going to get 1 magazine and 1 game. But what we have is called cumulative product release. So there's no restrictions. Whenever people come in, they're going to get all of the products. Let's take a look. Let's say somebody didn't want to come in for another month, okay? So in the 2nd month, you've sent them the email, and now you can bring them into the organization by saying, look, now you're going to get 2 magazines, 2 books, and 2 games. But wait a second. What about 6 months down the road, when you're still working your business, you have all of these tools at your disposal? 6 months, you can say, folks, you're going to get 6 magazines, 6 ebooks, and 6 games for $9.95. How easy of a sale is that? Well, what we're doing here, folks, is we're adding value into the company for everyone. For the company, for the client, and for you, the business builder. Now, if you have...
So guys, there you have it. You've now seen what this is all about. There are the 3 products that go out monthly to each member. All these products can be played on a desktop computer, a laptop, an iPad, or a smartphone, or an Android tablet. They are compatible across all platforms. The mission of the company is absolutely fantastic. It is something we should all really get behind. This business gives us the real ability to make lots of money while doing truly great things at the same time. And you know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with making big bucks from making a positive difference. In fact, this is exactly what the world needs. More people involved in businesses exactly like this. And as it says in the video, $9.95 is not a barrier for anyone. Parents will purchase for their children. Grandparents will purchase for their grandchildren. Babysitters, childcare workers, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, all of these people will be interested in the products. Plus, there is also the business opportunity for available for everyone that is a member. So you join the subscription, you pay your $9.95 a month, and then you are given all the products and a complete turnkey 100% fully automated business that you can run from home and make money from for life. So if you combine the people interested in the products with the people interested in making money, you'll be able to introduce this to just about everyone. And you will find that by simply mentioning a couple of the key elements, that people will be immediately interested, and they'll probably come right out and ask you how to get involved. The low cost is not a barrier for anyone. It's not a risk to anyone. There is only an upside to this business. Now, my in-laws are Scandinavian, and the man who started Your Vida Viral is a Norwegian guy called Per Gunnar. And through a mutual Scandinavian friend who is a true heavy hitter in this industry, I was lucky enough to be one of just a select few people invited to join this company at its initial pre-launch back in February this year. So guys, I guess what I'm saying is that we are in a very, very unique position. We are sitting right at the top. And there is a big secret to being successful in this industry. And it's quite a simple formula, and it's to get involved before the masses get involved. Because when you're involved first, the masses go in under you. And when they fall into your matrix, you'll earn commission off these masses. The upside here is huge, and there really is no downside, definitely none that I can think of. We have a couple of questions here that I am going to answer now, and I'm just going to read one out. Is the $9.95 per month set up as a subscription? Guys, the quick answer is yes. Once you join, you pay your subscription from a Visa or MasterCard, and it will be $9.95 per month, and it'll be deducted automatically from your card every month. Now's a good time to mention that there is no minimum contract. You can cancel at any time, and you are not locked in at all. Also, when I said Visa or MasterCard, which that can be a credit card or a debit card, it doesn't matter. Another question here, how often do you get paid? You get paid every month, and you are paid through an e-wallet. The e-wallet's called Allied Wallet, guys. I'd also like to point out that, look, in July when the company launches, there is going to be a massive marketing from the company done on a global level, and this will lead to literally thousands of people buying subscriptions through the company and not through referring members. And this means that when they join, they will begin filling all the empty holes in the matrix, starting at the top and working their way down top to bottom, left to right. Now, this is going to have a massive, huge impact. Positive impact on those who are already sitting at the top, and the spillover effect will be substantial. There's another question here. How easy is the back office to use? Guys, you know what? The back office is exceptionally easy to use. There really is nothing tricky about it. And look, I think the easiest way to show you what the back office is like is for me to actually log in, and you can see it on screen. I'll walk through how the back office works and show you everything. So I'm just going to jump online and let's bring that up. Give me 1 second. We'll log in. Okay, so we're in now. You'll see here right in the middle of the screen in yellow, there is a referral URL, and that is the link that you'll give people that you want to join into your organization. So when you've got someone that's ready to join, you give them that link right there, the one in yellow right in the middle of the screen. Tell them to go there and click on join now, and they will join into your team. So that's an important link, and it's right there in the middle of the back office. So down the bottom it says click here for your products. So click on that. Now this is where you will access your products once you're an affiliate. So there's magazines in yellow, books in green, video books in purple, and in red is the game apps. Now just quickly, the difference between a book and a video book. The video book has a voiceover. So those books are actually read to you, where the books in green, they don't have a voiceover. So I guess they're for maybe slightly older children that can read for themselves, so they can read the book themselves rather than having it read to them. Or maybe parents want to read the book to their children, perhaps as a bedtime story. But for now, let's click on video books and you can see what's here. Now guys, we're very, very early on. We're only in the first or the second month here. And so as you can see, there's 3 books. Now, for every month that goes by, there's going to be additional books added. And you'll always be able to come back to these ones. They'll simply be more and more and more and more and more here available to look at. But we've got three. One is Fly Me to the Moon Bubba, we've got Bing the Bird, and we've got Frank the Snake Tank. So let's click on Fly Me to the Moon Bubba and you'll see what happens here. This will just load.
Meet Bubba the whale. She lives in Yum Yum. Every night she flies to the moon and tells bedtime stories. Bubba has cozy seats on her back for you and many friends.
Okay, so you get the general idea of how that works. If we click on magazines, guys, the magazines are far more interactive than the books. So they've got recipes, they've got games, they've got activities, all sorts of different things. Now, this second one only just became available the other day. It's focusing on eagles, and look, eagles are fantastic animals, and there's a lot of education in here for the kids based on that animal. But let's click on here, and you can see, as I said, they're far more interactive than the books. This will just take a second to load. Okay. So we'll just click through, and as you can see here, we've got on the left, we've got a couple of characters which represent nutrition. On the right, we've got a couple of characters that represent activity. Over the page, we've got characters that represent nature and others that represent family. Now, these characters in here will be in every single magazine, so your children can familiarize themselves with these characters and what they represent. And here we've got a simple recipe for, looks like an acai berry smoothie. Now, for those of you that don't know, acai berries are a superfood that come out of Brazil. Very simple recipe there, which the children can learn and have fun with. Here we've got colourful eating, lots of different fruit and vegetables in all different colours, and it explains their energy source and their nourishment. And we've got a simple game. We've got this is activity. You'll see here you've got the character, the air in blue, which represents activity. All kids love kung fu and martial arts, so this is a little bit on that, so they can get a bit active. Then we've got number games and colouring in. We've got a poster here that can be printed out, put on the kids' wall, or perhaps on the front of one of their exercise books. Here we've got trees on my plate. So this one specifically is focused on broccoli, the different vitamins and iron and fibre and things that includes, and different nourishment information on broccoli. Here we launch into the eagles. As I said, this magazine is based on eagles. There's a few things there. Eagle facts from around the world. Over here we've got a search game. We've got a word find. We've got a couple of comics. There's comics in every magazine. A couple more activities, exercises and fun facts. There's an introduction into the Bubba book we just looked at. A couple more cartoons.
Hey kids, next magazine is going to be about dinosaurs. Roar!
So yeah, next magazine's going to be about dinosaurs, and that gives the kids a little bit of incentive. They sit there and they wait for it to come out, and they're looking forward for it to come out. And as you can see, there's a crossword there on the left. Guys, that's the magazine. So if we go back to the main menu, click on the red one here, Game Apps, you can see how this works. Down the left-hand side, we've got three games, Story Time, Grow Time Veggies, and Grow Time Flowers. We saw Grow Time Veggies, or a bit about that in the first video. But in these blue boxes, you've got the different platforms that you can download the game to. So if, let's say you've got a Windows-based PC, you can download to that. If you've got an Apple-based PC, you can download to there. An Android tablet, no problem. How about an iPhone or an iPad? No problem, you can download to there too. I'm not going to download a game because they do take a couple of minutes to download through, but you get the idea. So if we go back to the main back office screen, if you look on the left in that white box, it says the user control panel. So at the top, my account details, that's what we're on right now. My bonus details, well, it's early days, guys. We haven't had a bonus payment yet, but when that comes at the end of the month, the information will be in there. Transaction history. This is where it records the reports for your subscription payments. So you can see we've paid one subscription payment so far, early days, but next month there'll be another one in there. The month after that there'll be two more. So that's the date we paid and the $9.95. After that we've got our downloads. Now in our downloads, this is everyone that's in our matrix, whether we've recruited them or not. So you can see on the left it says what level they're on. Then it's got their username in the middle, and then the date they joined down the right-hand side. After that, we've got the genealogy report. Now, that is basically our matrix as it sits at this present time. All these people that we've just seen in these downlines will be evident in the genealogy report. And guys, I look at this more than I look at anything else, because this gives me a quick indication of where we're sitting and who we've got involved in our business. Now, I should point out now that when we first joined a couple of months back in February, none of this was here. The back office wasn't anything like this. You could log in, but you couldn't do all this cool stuff. And we couldn't actually get people involved for quite some time. So we've just started to get going now. We're a couple of weeks into our recruiting, and as you can see, we're starting to fill up our 4th level now, and that's starting to fill up quite easily. So underneath the genealogy report here, we have direct referrals there, the people that we have directly referred into our business. Underneath that, we've got commission details, and that is the amount of money that we receive as a commission payment on each one of these people in our genealogy, whether we've referred them in ourselves or not. Underneath that, we've got our withdrawal details. Now, we haven't actually made a withdrawal yet, being early days, but as we do make withdrawals, these will all be recorded in here, and we can go back through time and see the records of all of our withdrawals. Underneath that, we have our My Profile, and that is where it has all of our personal details, such as your name, your email address, your phone number, your postal address, all of that information. So if you need to change any of that, you can do that in there. Next, we have Withdraw. This is how you get paid. So you type in here the amount that you want to withdraw, hit request, and that will take you through to the e-wallet account. Next, we have Tell a Friend. Now, this is a super handy tool. If you've got someone that you're ready to get on board in your Vida Viral, they've seen it, they're happy to jump aboard. You type in their name, their email address, and a subject, and hit submit, and this will automatically send them an email. And in that email will be a link. Now, if your person clicks on that link, it'll take them to exactly the right page where they need to go to join into your team. So what this does is this removes any human error that might happen. When you or your friend is typing in the correct URL address to make sure they go into your team, if they simply click on that link, it'll take them there. They click join now, and bang, that's it. They're enrolled into your team. So very useful tool. We use it all the time, and it works perfectly. Underneath that, we've got change password, self-explanatory, and log out. Well, that's self-explanatory too. And guys, that is the back office. So that's how easy it is to use. So simple. People with zero computer experience can navigate through that. Absolutely no problem at all. We've got a question here on the bonus structure. This question is from Thomas. Hi, Thomas. It reads, Hi, Andre, can you please explain the bonus structure again and how much can be earned in bonuses? Okay, cool. Thanks for your question again, Thomas. But look, I expected a question on bonuses. We always get questions on bonuses, so I actually have a page here prepared to cover that. So let me bring it up. That's it there. Now, look, it's impossible to figure out accurately how much you can earn from bonuses, as it all depends on how active and you are and how active your recruits are. But what we see on screen here is an example of if you had 10 direct referrals. So by having 10 direct referrals, you'll earn 30% commission on everything they earn. If they all have a full matrix, they will be making minimum $2,500 a month each. So 30% of that, simple maths, is roughly $750. So you will earn $750 per month for each recruit with a full matrix. If you've got 10 of them, that equals $7,500 per month. Plus your commission payment for your own full matrix, which roughly would add up to about $10,000 per month in total earnings minimum for you. Now imagine if you had 20, or let's say 50. I mean, if you treat this like a business and market it properly, you can literally recruit hundreds and hundreds of people into your organization. And when you do the numbers on this, the figures are quite staggering. And these are all strong possibilities because of how easily the matrices begin to fill. And don't forget, guys, we are sitting right at the top, so we will experience the spillover first before anyone else that gets in underneath us will. We've got another question here. Look, this one's quite funny. I'm probably not meant to read this out, but I am going to read it out anyway. It's from my buddy Clinton. He says, "Hey man, how do I join? I want to get on now before everyone else watching this viewing does." You know what? This afternoon, this guy didn't want anything to do with this. He didn't want to know anything about it. And here we are a couple of hours later, and Clinton is ready to join. He is a smart guy. He's in his early 20s, and he clearly understands the spillover and the importance of getting into these things early. Now, guys, we've got a question here from Mark. Hi, Mark. Mark asks if I can explain in better detail the bonus structure and how you get paid without recruiting. Well, Mark, we've just covered the bonus structure, so I'm not going to cover that again. But look, it is a good question regarding how you get paid without recruiting anyone. And I'm sure there's several other people here that are really glad you've asked this. And I think the best way to explain this is to look, actually, you know what, guys? I do have another video here that focuses just on the compensation plan. I have it right here. It goes into it a little bit deeper than the first video, and it explains it a little bit better. But look, there are going to be a couple of things that double up from that first video, but I think it's a really good idea to play it anyway. And I'm sure that after watching this, everyone will have a very firm grasp on how the compensation plan works, and it does cover bonuses again. So let's just bring this up. It was here with the other one we looked at a second ago. That's it there. All right, if this will load.
Welcome to Your Vida Viral. Today, what we're going to talk about is the compensation plan, the Vida Viral system. Let's talk about right now consumer spending. Consumers, that's you, that's me. Every day, people are spending millions of dollars on digital programs, apps, ebooks, e-magazines, software. If you look at 2012, $0.2 billion was spent by consumers. But look at this projection. By 2014, 0.6. That's 3 times the amount of money being spent on digital games, apps, magazines. This is just showing ebooks. People are spending millions every day on digital products, and that's just a very small example of it. So when you look at what we do here in the Vida Viral system with our digital products, we're showing you now how you can get paid and the way that our system works to pay you for giving people what they want in the first place, digital products. Let's take a look at how the system works. There are no barriers to enter because $9.95 is not a barrier, folks. Not even close to one. There's also no recruiting requirements. You don't have to recruit anybody if you don't want to. There's no catches to getting paid. Okay, let's put you up at the top. This is you, this is your system. Now, as the system fills in, as you put people into your system, or other people above you put people into your system, the system fills up from left to right. That's how it works. It's a force matrix, so no matter when you put somebody into your system, it's going to fill up your very left spot first. So let's talk about you at the top, and then you've got a big builder right underneath you. His name's Trevor, the handsome guy right there in the middle. Now Trevor's going to start bringing people into his system, and as he does, you're going to make money on all of those people. But let's say the company starts bringing people in. The company brings people in, and when they do, they go in left to right. Just like if anybody else above you brings people in. They drop into the system left to right. There's no way to change that. It's a force matrix. So all these people that are coming into your system, you're getting paid on. When you fill up your 7th level, and the levels at 7 deep, even if you didn't do anything but get up in the morning and tie your shoes and go for a run, never talk to anybody else about it. If you did nothing, you would make $2,511.75 per month. That's with a filled matrix. But let's talk about what's most important and where the real money is in this company. It's in referrals. Let's talk about incentives for referring people into the system. When you refer just 3 people into your system, you'll make 10% of all of their commissions for life. Now, if you put 6 people into your system, you're going to make 20% of their commissions for life. And then, this is where the big money is, folks. If you refer 10 people or more into your own system, you will make 30% of their earnings for life. That's 30%, folks. That's where the huge checks are. That's where the big money and the big withdrawals from the system will happen if you put 10 or more people into your system. All right, guys. I hope that all made sense to you. Welcome to your Vida Viral and the Vida Viral system.
Okay guys, so that's the compensation plan in more detail. I hope, Mark, that has covered your question. I think it definitely explains it better than I can explain it, and it did go into bonuses again. And as you can see, your Vida Viral is like nothing else on the planet today, and I'm sure you can see why there is so much interest in this business. It is literally starting to explode with new members. Now guys, for those of you like Clinton that are interested in this business, I'll quickly walk you through the process of how to join. Let's just log out from here. The person that invited you to this presentation should have given you a web address to go to, and that is the address you must use. It is important that you go to the right place. If you are watching a recording of this presentation online, it will probably be shown underneath the video somewhere. If you have any doubt at all, please contact the person that introduced you before you proceed. I'll say right now that the web address does contain a question mark. This is not a typo. It is meant to be there, and it must be typed in. Please type it in exactly as you see it. So go to that address, click on Join Now at the top right hand corner, and it will take you to a registration page. So this will be the page you go to. It'll look just like this. When you follow that link from the person that's asked you to come here, you'll click on Join Now, and it'll take you to a page that looks just like this. Now you will notice that there will be a sponsor name already filled in. It'll be right at the top of the form. This is good, but if there is no sponsor, like it is on my page now, if it looks like my page there and there's not a sponsor at the top, you've made a mistake. You'll need to go back and type that address in again, and I'm just going to say this again. If there is no sponsor area in your registration form at the top, you've made a mistake. Go back, do not proceed. So if you keep having trouble, get back to the person that introduced you here. But now, for those of you that want time to think this over, that's fine. There's no pressure. You already have the contact details you need to get involved. You all have a chat box on your screen, so please use it and ask us anything you want to know. We will answer it right away. What I will say, though, is that this business is growing very, very rapidly every single day. The difference between joining now and joining tomorrow could place you literally 1 or 2, or maybe even 3 levels lower in the matrix. There is absolutely no pressure here, guys, but obviously the higher you are, the better off you'll be, and the faster your matrix will fill, particularly once this company launches in July 2013. That's this year. And at the end of the day, it is a $10 commitment that you can cancel at any stage. There really is nothing to lose and everything to gain, and it can make you a very, very wealthy person if you put the effort in. I mean, when I showed this business to my family, they all got involved immediately. To them, it was an absolute no-brainer. Now, guys, I'll let you in on a secret that we have done to increase our earnings potential. We've actually purchased more than one subscription. Now remember, for each matrix that you have that fills to the 7th level, you will earn minimum $2,511.75 every single month. So if you have 3 accounts, for example, this will cost you $29.85 per month. But when those matrices fill up, they will pay you minimum $7,535 every single month, plus any extra bonuses you make from referral. So guys, that is a very easy way to increase your earning potential right from the start. Obviously, you don't need to do this, but this is something we have done. And by filling up our top line with our own accounts, this is a great way to maximize your earnings potential. I have a couple of messages here. No, look, they're just from people joining up. You know what, that's good to see, people coming on board. That's excellent, guys. Now, as an incentive, if you do join right now, I'm going to throw in some added value. If you join now, I'll give you for free full access to my training webpage that is full of ways to succeed in this industry. There are step-by-step instructions on what to do and how to grow your business faster. These are methods that I use personally, so I know they work, they are tried and tested, they all make sense, and they show you exactly how to find business builders to introduce into your organization. There are many different techniques, and this is highly valuable information and training that I'll provide to you for free, but only if you join now. For those of you watching this viewing online, I will extend this offer to you also. When you entered your password to watch this viewing, it logged through to my computer. So if you join within the next 30 minutes, I'll give you this for free also. Guys, if you have any questions, please just ask. Just type in your question into the chat box on your screen, bottom right-hand corner, and we'll answer your question immediately. Or pick up the phone and call the person that brought you here, or email them now. They can answer your question right now. If you're still a little unsure, please guys, don't be unsure anymore, because there is something else I'm going to offer you as an extra bonus. Anyone that joins right now, I will help you promote your business using a viewing just like this one for free. If you join now, I will provide you with a viewing just like this one as a video that you can use to introduce people into your team. I will do this for you for free. It will be yours to use, absolutely no problem, but you do have to join now. For those of you watching online, I will extend this added bonus to you guys also. You just need to join within the next 30 minutes. Now, these are really valuable and effective tools that I'm providing you for free. They all work exceptionally well, particularly these viewings. I have a couple more messages here from people that are joining now, including Clinton. He's on board already. Good work. Please, guys, if you can send us through your username, so when we look into our back office, we know who's who. Because the back office obviously doesn't provide any private information of the people that join. All we see is a username, so you'll need to give us that information yourself. So you've got your the phone number and the email address of the person that brought you here, so please just send it through to them. Now guys, I really shouldn't have to sell you on this business, but anyone that's still listening can clearly see the potential and understands how unique this opportunity is. Everyone with a business mind is clearly going to get involved. Jamie Oliver has endorsed this business and he's already on board. He's been very, very vocal about children's health, and he thinks Your Vida Viral is one of the best things he has ever seen. There is nothing else like it on the planet, particularly not for $9.95. Absolutely nothing. It's the cost of lunch. And let's face it, if you get involved, this can be the last business you ever get involved with, because it can pay you for life. So for those of you that are joining, you have the URL for where you need to go to join up. Please make sure you type it in exactly as you see it. Simply go to that page, click on join now, and make sure that it has a sponsor name there already filled in. Get your bonuses. You just need to call or text or email the person that invited you here, and you can use the chat box if you've got it there on your screen. If there is no sponsor field, you have made a mistake. Go back, type it in again. If it displays a sponsor name on the top of your form, fill out the form, pay your $10, and you'll be joining our teams, and we'll be working together from this moment forward, and we'll provide you everything you need to get started. Now guys, if there is anyone still listening that is not joining today, please give it some thought. If you decide to join later, rest assured that you will be joining one of the best companies in the world with one of the best missions of any company in existence today. When you are ready, get in touch, or email, text, call, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Guys, thanks for attending, and farewell for now. For those of you that are joining now, please make sure you email or message us so we can get started on building your business. We also need to get those bonuses through to you. But thanks for attending, guys. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. The viewing screen, what's on screen now, is going to stop, but I will remain online to answer any questions that any of you have, just to help you out. Just type them into your chat box and I will reply immediately, but the viewing screen, what you're watching, will switch blank now. So I'm going to be switching off the viewing screen now, but guys, I will still be here to answer your questions. All right, catch you soon.